Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Thursday, July 13th and Friday, July 14th. This will be the last preview of the week. As usual, we don't typically do market previews for Friday, especially in the summer, because the market is basically played out for the week. We've been previewing everything that's coming and looking at everything that's on the way. There's not much left to say by the time you get to Friday, and in the summer, a lot of people go on the road for longer weekends, so Fridays tend to be dull. Next week, not this week, is options expiration, so it'll be even duller. But this week is still, it's a Friday in the summer. So we'll just have this preview to talk about the next 2 days and go from there. Here's a look at the ES from a futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market, the S&P 500 in futures form. And, you know, we were up a little bit today, but again, still sitting in that range we've been stuck in for quite a while. Let's go through the major indices, and then we'll look at the intraday action, talk about what's coming for the last 2 days of the week. Crude oil down all of 9 cents, 45.40. Been here for about a year now. Gold up $4. That's a blip as well. Doesn't really matter. The S&P cash index gained 17. There was a gap up in the market, so not all of this was tradable. As a matter of fact, it was a fairly dull day, as you'll see when I show you the intraday action. NASDAQ 100, the NDX gained 69. Again, a huge piece of that was a gap. You can see the gap. If we gap down tomorrow, you know, always the potential of a floating island, but that's a big if, obviously, so that's not just something to keep on the radar. When you get days up and then a gap up, if you gap back down, that traps a lot of people out of the market. Here's a look at the SOX. Semiconductor index was up 17. Biotech's up 24. I said yesterday this thing's going to need to curl up now after the breakout and then pulling back to kind of retest the base. It needs to turn up here. It's up, but it also gapped up. It really didn't do anything afterwards. So that's not really interesting yet from the biotech index perspective. The VIX closes down 59 cents back at 1030, flirting with that single-digit level again, which is just horrible for us. Trend at 1.16, the 10-day moving average 1.05. NASDAQ volume 1.8 billion shares, basically the same as the day before. So we had Monday light volume, Tuesday 1.8, Wednesday 1.8. These are all bringing the 10-day moving average of volume down. Is what it is. NASDAQ advanced decline ratio plus 1,023. That means 1,023 more stocks up and down. On the New York, it was plus 1,578, which is the highest it has been in June or July. It's a good breadth in the market. You know, what caused the NASDAQ? Hey, the NASDAQ gain, same stuff. Google up 14, obviously not near highs, but it is up 14. Apple up 21 cents, which is a blip. Apple has been a non-trader for a month now. Amazon up 12, back near new highs. Netflix gains $4.42. But I should point out that both Netflix and Google, if they get to new highs, will have 13 sell signals on them. Tesla up $2.30. There's your 5 stocks, main stocks. That's what drives it again. Same junk. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up to 85 cents. Goldman Sachs, a blip up 44 cents. It was actually negative. One of the few stocks that was negative early in the day. Dow Jones, I believe that's a new high close. Who cares about the Dow? Nobody. Nobody that understands the markets. All right, here's the ES front month futures contract intraday. So we've got, you can see Monday was pretty dead. Tuesday we gapped down, filled the gap, then dumped, then came back up and closed about even. Late day pushed down by a couple points. Now here's the problem. So for Wednesday here, big gap up. Pushed higher for 15 minutes, and that's it. I mean, pretty much the rest of the day, you closed inside that candle at the end of the day. Outside of those opening candles, there's basically a 6-point range for the entire day, which is horrible. NDX, I mean, not much more interesting. It did drift higher and expand the range a bit, but, I mean, there's just not a lot of push and momentum. It doesn't move the stocks like we need, like we want to see. All right, so what do we have left for economic data this week as we go to wrap up Thursday and Friday? On Thursday, we've got PPI, initial claims, and continuing claims. Those two are the weekly numbers. An hour before the bell, we've got natty gas an hour in and Treasury budget at 2 p.m. Eastern time. On Friday, we've got retail sales, CPI, which is a huge number that can affect the markets, although it's expected at 0. Inflation's at 0. Industrial production capacity utilization, 9:15 a.m. Eastern time. That's 15 minutes before the market. Business inventories 30 minutes in, along with the first look at Michigan sentiment for the month of July. So there's still some data left in the week. Will it rock the boat? Probably not. But we'll see. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the world, politically and everywhere else. So there's things that can change to get the market moving. But right now, we're still kind of sitting in the zombie zone. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Thursday and Friday.